Hi dear students, good morning to all. I hope all of you good. Dear students, now you are 8th standard, is it? In your previous class, means in your 7th standard, in social science, you learned only 3 parts like history, civics and geography. But in 8th standard, you will be seeing 6 parts in your social science subject like history, political science, geography, economics, sociology, and business studies. Got it? We will be seeing 6 parts. Among them, we will see today first lesson in history. The lesson name is sources. Got it? In this lesson, you may learn sources required to the study of history, types of sources of history, importance of the archaeological sources, importance of the inscription, importance of oral sources in history. Listen, dear students, history is a systematic study of the past. Got it? What do you mean by history is very important for 1 mark. What do you mean by history? History is a systematic study of the past. It's called as history. History is written on the basis of sources. The history is written on which basis? The history is written on sources basis. Hence, there is no source, no history is the stance of history. Historian is like an advocate. The historians is like an advocate. Advocates means lawyers. Got it? The advocates present their arguments on the basis of followed evidences and sources related to their case. Similarly, historians collect the sources, subject them to critical examination, analysis, and then write the history. Got it? Whenever direct sources are not available, they need to make assumptions based on the available sources. Hence, often an event is analyzed from a different perspective by different historians. In this paragraph, you need to keep in your mind meaning of history. What do you mean by history? History is a systematic study of the past. Got it? The history is written on basis of sources. So there is no source, no history. Got it? The historians is like an advocate. Advocate means lawyers. The historians is like an lawyers. Got it? The historians present their arguments on the basis of followed evidences and sources related to their case. Got it? This is important in first para. Let's see now second para. What is source? Human being had created many facilities to lead their life since ancient times. If the things used by human beings in the past have remained, then they are called as sources by the historians. It is very important for 1 and 2 marks. What do you mean by source? Listen, human beings had created many facilities to lead their life since ancient time. Got it? The human beings had created many facilities. For what purpose? To lead their life since ancient times. Got it? If the things used by human beings in the past have remained, then they are called as sources by the historians. Got it? Once again, I'll repeat. Listen, dear students. Human being has created many facilities to lead their life since ancient times. If the things used by human beings in the past have remained, then they are called as the sources by the historians. It's called historians. Got it? Got it, dear students? It's very important for 1 and 2 marks. Hence, the agricultural tools left by the earlier people, forts, coins, inscriptions, arms, temples, and other religious buildings are considered as sources to write history. Got it? Let's see now. They give some examples for sources. like agricultural tools left by the earlier people. Earlier peoples means ancient peoples. Got it? Then forts. Got it? Then coins, right? Old coins, 1 paisa, 10 paisas. Got it? Yes. Inscriptions, arms means weapons, and temples, right? Old temples like Hampi, Halebidu temples, is it? And other religious buildings are considered as sources to write history. Got it? These are considered as sources to write history. Similarly, the written documents and literary works are the main source of history. The materials needed for the writing of history are the primary sources. The sources can be divided into two types. Is very important. Listen, the sources can be divided into how many types? Two types. First one, literary sources. Second one, archaeological sources. Let's see now. Literary sources. There are two types in literary sources. The literary sources can be classified into again two types. That is written literature and oral literature. Got it? Among them, first we will see written literature. Written literature is the main source of literary source. Literature can bring the contemporary social life of the times of the writer alive to us. A literary work portrays the then existing aspects of life either directly or indirectly. There are two types of written literature. Got it? The written literature can be further classified into two types. They are native literature and foreign literature. Let's see now native literature. The literature created by Indians in native languages is called as the native literature. What do you mean by native literature? This is very, very important. The literature created by the Indians, not in foreigners. The literature created by the Indians in native languages is called as native literature. Got it? Literary works in Sanskrit, Prakrit, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, Kashmiri, Gujarati, Oriya, and in many other native languages are the sources. Got it? The native literature can be write or can be written in local languages like Sanskrit, Prakrit, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, Kashmiri, Gujarati, Oriya, and many other native languages. Native means local languages. Got it? Like, let's see now examples of native literature. Kautilya's Arthashastra, King Hala's Gataspatasati, Vishakadatta's Mudrarakshasa, Kalhana's Rajatrangiणी, Bhanabhatta's Harshacharita, Chand Bardhai's Prithvirajarasu, Pampa's Vikramarjuna Vijaya, Sangam literature, and many other such literary works can be named as native literature. These works portray then contemporary social, religious, economic, cultural, and political life of the people. Got it, students? In this paragraph, you need to keep in your mind meaning of native literature and examples of native literature. Let's see now meaning. The literature created by Indians in native languages is called as native literature. Example, Kautilya's Arthashastra, King Hala's Gatasthapati, and Vishakadatta's Mudra Rakshasa, Kalhana's Rajatangini, etc. Among them, any three or four you should keep in your mind. Okay, got it? Once again, I will repeat this paragraph. Listen. Native literature means the literature created by Indians in native languages is called as native literature. Got it? What are the native languages? Native means local languages like Sanskrit, Prakrit, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi, Marathi, Kashmiri, Gujarati, Oriya, and many other local languages is considered as native languages. Got it? Let's see now literary works of native literature. Kautilya's Arthashastra, King Hala's Gataspatasati, Vishakadatta's Mudrarakshasa, Kalhana's Rajatarangini, Bhanabhatta's Harshacharita, Chand Bardha's Prithvirajarasu, Pampa's Vikramarjuna Vijaya, Sangam literature, and many other such literary works can be named as native literature. Got it? Let's see now next paragraph. Foreign literature. Many foreigners who visited India as travelers, ambassadors, businessmen, officials, and missionaries have recorded their observation and experiences in their works. These works are considered as foreign literature. It's very very important, dear students. What do you mean by foreign literature? Many foreigners who visited India as travelers, ambassadors, businessmen, officials, and missionaries have recorded their observations and experiences in their works. These works are called as foreign literature. Got it? Let's see now a few examples of foreign literature. Megasthenis indica, Fahin's Gokoki, Yonsong Siyuki, Ptolemy's geography, Feristha's Tariq I Feristha, Babur's Tusk-i Babri, and others are the important sources. Apart from this, there are many other writings that serve as the sources. In these works, also one can get the depiction of the contemporary social, political, economic, cultural, and administrative aspects. Exaggeration, hyperbole, and loyalty to one's master are apparent in native literature. Similarly, in foreign literature, due to lack of local knowledge, many misgivings are recorded. Got it? In a foreign literature, due to lack of local knowledge, many misgivings are recorded. Got it? These are the drawbacks of the written literary sources. Students have the challenges to writing history, keeping in mind all these limitations. Got it? And this foreign literature, you need to keep in your mind meaning of foreign literature and examples of foreign literatures. What do you mean by foreign literature? Many foreigners who visited India as travelers, ambassadors, businessmen, officials, and missionaries have recorded their observation and experiences in their works. These works are called as foreign literature. Examples: Megasthenis Indica, Fahin's Gokoki, Yonsong Siyuki, Ptolemy's Geography, Ferishta's Tariq I Farista, Babur's Tus-e Babri, and others are the important foreign literatures. Got it? Got it, dear students? Let's see now oral literature. Oral literature means the folk story, folk songs, folk legends, ballads, and other that passes on from one person to another by word of mouth. Got it? Is very very important. What do you mean by oral literature? Oral literature means folk story, folk songs, folk legends, ballads, and other that passes on from one person to another by word of mouth. Got it? Yeah, folk story means ಜಾನಪದ ಕಥೆಗಳು. What we say in Kannada, ಜಾನಪದ ಕಥೆಗಳು. Folk songs means ಜಾನಪದ ಗೀತೆಗಳು. Got it? Since the beginning of human life, human beings are passing on their experiences in the form of stories, songs, and ballads orally from generation to generation. The folk people have created ballads about their local heroes. There are ballads on Kumararama, the Nayakas of Chitradurga, Kempegowda, Tipu Sultan, Sangolli Rayana, Kittur Channamma, Sindhura Lakshmana, Medu Styla, and others. Legends mean the local mythological stories. Every place will have their own legends. There are legends behind the names and places like Shravanabelagula, Bengaluru, Koppala, Pattadakallu, Gokarna and Mysuru. Similarly, every village and a town have their own legends. Got it, dear students? Okay. In this paragraph, you need to keep in your mind meaning of oral literature. What do you mean oral literature? Listen, oral literature means the folk story, folk songs, folk legends, ballads, and others that passes on from one person to another by word of mouth is called as oral literature. Got it? This is today's class. In case if you have any doubts, you can call it, ask anytime. I will clarify your doubts. Now homework is you need to frame any 5 own questions in today's topic. Got it? You need to make or you need to frame any 5 own questions in today's topic. This is an homework for you. Okay, all of you write neatly and send it in group. Okay, dear students, thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you, Anada.